make it be, by the way.
Never, not one time considered that I might have been fucking cheating on them, stepping out talking to somebody else.
About that. You bring it to that basis. Ain't nobody talking about you cheating, talking about you being tempted.
Just
but at the end of the day, you make a decision. I'm wired different, bro. Listen to me, though. At the end of the day, you make a decision.
I'm with you, and ain't no other fucking woman out there that's beating you, bro. Like that's how I'm.
That's bullshit. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be in so many different relationships.
That ain't fair. That ain't fair.
What you mean that's not fair?
If I'm not the one that's leaving, if I'm not the one that's fucking leaving the relationship, they the one not faithful. That's not me. That's not me.
What you saying is you can move on and you fine. You can move on to the next relationship and you want to think about nothing else.
All right. So if I leave a relationship, how long until you hear me in the next relationship?
I don't know.
Months, years, bro.
But that's
years,
the thing,
bro.
but that's
How many relationships you see me publish on Facebook?
But you make a decision.
Not fucking
but do you
anything.
not make a decision?
But
do you not make a decision not to cheat or not? Do you not make a decision?
I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying too, but at the end of the day, you make a decision.
Right.
No, nigga. What I'm telling you is you make a decision. You decided not to fuck. Did you not?
No,
you decided not to fuck.
They're not even an option to fuck if you ain't the person that I'm with.
I get what he's saying.
You taking it different route than what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not. If you might as well not.
I'm like television.
That's it.
All of y'all,
straight up, 1,000%. That is the only person I fucking see, bro.
That, you know, you might flirt or whatever. He's not. He's saying he don't look at other bitches like that.
Completely
different. He's saying like I'm a tunnel bitch. If I'm with a bitch,
and I know that. And that's why I've always been fucking Team Kelsey, because I get that shit.
Then I ain't looking at nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
From the jump, have I not always said that shit? Every single fucking time.
I believe that it's a lot of dudes who will look at a
lot of dudes that ain't fucking me.
They will look at a female and they will think like, oh yeah, I hit that. You know what I'm saying? But they, like he said,
I know I'm not the best art piece
in
the museum. I know there's other art pieces.
Why you always talk about yourself
like that?
No, I'm not. But I'm saying that's the truth though.
You said earlier you want to have bitches knocking on my door like that. You don't know who looking at. You don't know who looking at you.
They ain't made themselves known.
Females typically don't go up to men.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You don't know who looking at you. It could be a lot of bitches looking at you, but they just like, I don't know if he would feel me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the same way that guys be thinking about rejection, females think about it like 10 times higher than that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind females shooting their shot if they want.
But
females are
not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do that.
His mouth's not gonna get fed.
I got my own.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
She said her mouth was closed.
I never felt comfortable with shooting my shot with any man. I have never felt comfortable with doing that. It don't matter what the fuck I'm wearing, my titties out, whatever the fuck it don't matter. I never felt comfortable going up to a guy and be
like, there's paradise on the other side of uncomfortable.
Not even going like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? My name is, not even introducing myself. I've never felt comfortable doing that.
Like, and I understand where you come from with that, because legitimately,
I'll talk to you, if you catch him out of little, every time you say something, I'll say something. You know what I'm saying? If you catch him like, what's your name? What's your number? Then I'll be like, okay, cool, he got me. You know what I'm saying? You damn right.
That's the most time.
And this, like, the only thing I gotta say about that is like, and this is how I look at it, because I'm wired the way I'm wired. If a girl that I have not studied or like, I can see something there, comes at me and approaches me first, I'm automatically thinking, if you throwing at me, like, all right, and I guess, for instance, she coming at me with the fuck me vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you come at me with that, you automatically, I ain't fucking with you, because like if you came at me that easy, nah, bro. Like legit. Like if I ain't already peeped you out and studied and seen what you've been like, and you just out of nowhere come at me with like, hey, what you doing?
A lot of guys get that fucked up though.
No, I mean that's fine. No, but a lot of guys, not me.
No. I'm just saying like the whole fuck me vibe really. If they sober, they a hoe. You know what I'm saying? If they been drinking, they already been peeping you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fair.
If they've been drinking, they're a little intoxicated, smoking or whatever the fuck it is, that their vices, they've already been peeping you, but that's just their little confident booster that's like,
and that's fine.
I'm gonna go talk to him or whatever, and then you like, nah, bitch, you fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I mean, that goes back to what y'all saying. It makes it hard for y'all to approach a guy because then his head,
exactly.
But 95% of the dudes,
we feel like you're not gonna feel us approaching you that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys be turned off by that shit. They be like, bitch, they gonna think you a hoe. They gonna think you thirsty or whatever it is. But if a guy is genuinely showing interest in you, it's like, okay, cool, cause I'm looking at this nigga all night. He
right, it's all these other females in here that you can't talk to me.
Right, I'm gonna throw this nigga alley oops and he's just like.
See, man, that's just all war tactics, man. Like,
but the point that I'm trying to get to is like when especially one that like appears to be sure of herself or whatever comes up against somebody who's not motivated by what she thinks is all she has to offer. If I'm with you, I see you for more than fucking you. Like, that's just straight up. Like, I see you as my equal. You are the person who I'm trying to build with. Blah 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 blah. Like, it just goes on and on and on in a positive direction. I'm not with you as somebody. I'm gonna go work all day, come home, and please go ahead and service me, please. No, okay. It ain't none of that. It ain't ever none of that.
The real question is, when all of that settles, right? And you figure out that she was doing all this shit for show, is how do you know that you really do care about this person?
How do I know that I really care about this person?
if you really don't know this person. If you're saying that this person has been showing you all these things that you feel like they want you to feel, they want you to
have a mask on.
Yeah,
and I've been questioned about that before.
And how do you know if that's genuinely how you feel about them, or if that's just how they've masked you?
I know how that's how I genuinely feel, because anybody that legitimately knows me knows that if so this relationship ended in a shit show, cool. It's about to be some time before I make my way to the next one and be like, all right, so let me go ahead and see what this one's about. And it, like I said, Silk for sure done heard that, all right, bro, I got one more fucking try in me. If this shit don't go right, then I'm adopting and we just gonna ride it out and see what the fuck happens. You know what I mean? Like,
how long do you normally take to get to know a bitch?
Months. Like, you feel me? Like I said, I done 3-4 months. Like
that's
I said,
not long enough, my nigga.
You're not gonna know nobody.
That's not long enough. 3-4 months. That's not long enough. You know how long it took me to realize that my daughter was a manipulative child?
I mean,
you know how long it took me to realize my daughter was a manipulative child?
Let alone you
at least 6 years. You know what I'm saying? This is my child. I'm not saying this is significant other. This is my child. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It took me at least 6 years to notice that she's starting to develop. She's learning things about me. You know what I'm saying? She's reading me. Mm-hmm. So, and how she's reading me, she's learning how to maneuver around me.
Right. And figure out what's
exactly. Yeah. So if you're trying to figure out how somebody is and their motive is, I'm going to figure out how to maneuver around them to use them whatever I want. Right. My child would do things and she would maneuver around me to tell my mother things, to where my mother would chastise me,
right,
to where she would make it so that I wouldn't chastise her. Exactly. Right. You know what I'm saying? So she's kids. This is a 6-year-old, 5-6-year-old. This is a grown-ass adult. It don't take that long. It don't take 5-6 years as a grown-ass adult. It could take a couple of weeks. I know how this nigga think. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He think that I'm this, I'm that. He want this and he want that. If you get a bitch, is she ever asking you, oh, what do you look for in a female? What's your type? That's already. She already trying to figure out.
So how do I need to act to get
instead of just trying to be around you, interact with you, figure out what it, watch you, and see what it is you want. She's not being genuine.
My answer is legitimately always, I don't have a preference. I've never had a preference. I've never had a type, and aside from maybe the fact of skin tone or something, they might be similar, but aside from that, there's no anything that I'm actually looking for. Like if you come for me, you happen to be one of the individuals that all right, maybe that could be something, whatever. I entertain that, but from like I said, and I choose my words extremely wisely from the beginning. I'm going to come to you as the open book. If you ask me something,
that open book shit is a whole fucking flop because you be an open book and they be over there like they still on the motherfucking intro page. Right. You know what I'm saying? The whole relationship.
That's not my fault though. Like if I come to you in my true self.
I'm not saying you should be that way as well. That's not what I'm saying. Right. But what I'm saying is you have to be more aware of where they're standing. If you over here telling all this shit about yourself and you ask them, well, what's going on with you? What's new with you? Oh, nothing. They ain't got shit to say.
Yeah.
They do.
You ain't got.
They got all types of shit lined up.
You can't expect everybody to come on the same level.
Right, but I mean, because of the fact that I am who I am, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've been in the game long enough to understand that, like, just because you say that is, how you've been, I'm in the back of my mind. All right, so there's a possibility that's bullshit. So, you know what I'm saying? But
the information, go ahead.
I mean, as far as when it comes to that, I feel like it's all the dudes that already know what's up is hearing the same shit over and over again. Like when it comes to that, once they realize that like I can't be physically tempted into leaning into caring about you, I already care about you before I'm thinking about you as somebody that I'm gonna come home and fuck. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, and once they realize that, most of the individuals start to like, damn, bro, like he ain't want me for that. Then what the hell you want me for? Because in their head, they're thinking I already ain't shit, and this was all I had to offer. And so, you know what I'm saying? If that ain't getting them, then I don't know what the fuck he with me for. I'm with you for.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But even then, that wouldn't even be your fault because
that's not. I know.
They just throwing that. They throwing that at you.
Right. You feel me? And so that's no fault on my own. Yeah. That's them. And so once they realize that's not something that's gonna get me to get back on their side, like, or if they, because for whatever reason, like I said, for whatever reason, it ain't nothing changes in me. I'm the same from the start to however shit's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. And I've understood that I'm the common denominator in all these situations, but at the same time, apparently, I've just been dealing with other fucked up variables. It ain't necessarily, my formula has been tweaked and assimilated to however I feel like, all right, so this didn't work last time, so let me try a little bit of something different this time. All right, so you used to a whole asshole, let me just be a little bit abrasive, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, you feel me? So try to be a little bit abrasive, and it's still like not something. Yeah, there you go, baby. but like that's still something that irks them because they feel as though, well, every other time I've had an issue with a dude and I done thrown the cat at him or whatever, that's done been the quick little band-aid on the problem. That ain't how. That ain't.
I always take the pussy.
You know what I'm saying? But that ain't no Band-Aid for me. Because that's not what got me to you off rip anyway. You feel me? Like I came to you because I seen something else.
You a strong ass nigga, that's all I gotta say. Cause there's a lot of niggas out here that ain't gonna, you know what, I'm gonna hit it this time and then I'm done with your ass. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hit it that time, then they be done.
It ain't
you strong ass nigga to be like, no.
It's like firm. It ain't even no. I'm telling you, bro. Like it ain't even no questioning me. Like I don't like in my mind. Like I might be like, you know what?
Shit, fuck you.
Right. Like I mean, in my mind, don't get me wrong. Like it's a whole woman, trying to get me to smash right now. The primal in me is like, yo.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta take it though.
But I mean, don't. If it's early on.
Sorry, wait a minute, Max. There ain't no problem about getting your dick wet.
That's my thing though. If the bitch throwing it at you and she already knows she in the wrong,
because I'm saying the females that come across and not trying to pussy at you, those are anomalies. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find too many anomalies out there with these females. With a lot of females.
In the white language, you might as well.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Cause like I said, if it's thrown at the table, I'm not gonna say no.
Like I said, if we haven't got to the point, if we haven't got to the point to where the relationship is being compromised, like it's do or die at this point or whatever, it's a no. You feel me? Like fine. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's one of them just bullshit arguments or whatever, I might entertain the shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like when I know that I'm right. Yeah. And you sitting here telling me that, okay, so I'm too nice, I'm too good for you, I'm too blah, 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 and all that shit.
And that's okay.
And that's fine, you know, that's fine. But like, all right, so you with me, right? Yeah, and this is the conversation I've had so many times.
Say, yeah, that's some gay shit.
No, like,
wait,
what happened? Calm down now, right? We on the same wavelength. She over here, no, like, I
catch that?
Bro,
wait, what made you think that was?
He said you with me, right? You said yeah. I said
like,
what?
No, I said no.
I got where you come. She on another.
What I was saying, I'm saying it's okay because females, they don't want nice guys, and that's okay. You ain't got to give them the nice guy. That's what I'm saying.
Let a female answer that question. He don't say I'm with you, right? And you like right. You like what?
Either way,
what?
Right, so
I'm still lost. What?
All right, so
you
so
didn't hear
all
that?
right,
Was
so
I heard that shit?
yo.
I'm listening.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So I'm
all right, go ahead.
All right, so I'm with you, right? Yeah. All right, so you with me because you seen a future in me, right? Right. So that means you respect my views and my perspectives and what I have to say and how I operate, right?
This is the female saying this.
Right. This
Yes,
is the female saying this.
right.
Right. Okay.
Come on, man.
Anyway,
All right, go ahead, continue.
I just want clarity, dog.
All right, so
look at me. Come on.
so
eye
when
contact.
so
looking at him is making me feel weird.
I'm good.
I got you.
She wants you to take the female perspective here and bring it over.
All right, so you with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Cool.
Okay.
So you understand and process and respect the fact that I move how I move, and this is what it is, and you see a future in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. So if you telling me that I'm too good for you or whatever the case may be, you should respect how I see things, right?
Okay.
Okay, because you're with me. We together.
Yeah,
That means we done seen something eye to eye. We on the same page somewhere. I done told you from the jump. Like I said, I'm looking for a foundation. I'm looking for something that I can build on. I'm looking for something that you with me. Then this is what it is. Blah 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 blah. Whatever the fuck may come, we gonna be there. You feel me? Right. All right. So this is what bothers me is when a female comes across somebody like that that's not motivated by little distractions like fucking or little distractions like, oh well, you know, let me cook breakfast or whatever. I'm a chef. Been cooked for celebrities. Done had autographed receipts.
Cinnamon parsley. The fuck.
Like legit. Like there is literally not nothing that a woman can do for me that I can't do better for myself aside from fucking, but I'm still not motivated by fucking.
Okay.
So, all right. So when it comes to that, a lot of females tend to buckle under that pressure. Like, damn, bro, like you really about the shit that you saying about. I'm warming your cars up in the winter. I'm fucking doing your oil change. I'm doing regular, legitimate maintenance on your.
Can you build a bed?
Yeah.
What
you mean? Like,
can you change the light bulb?
I could.
Nigga, what? Anyway, it ain't hard to do either.
Niggas not coming with that.
So, like, when it comes to them, all right, go ahead. So go ahead, speak your piece.
Please, because this is the Nikki show.
You mean build a bed from scratch?
The frame.
Yes, my nigga, what you
Like
doing?
building the
Hey.
frame.
You mean like solving, bitch?
I'm going to go get some 2x4s.
Or you talking about IKEA?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Putting the frame together to put the
Yes.
man.
Yeah, I can
all
learn
of
that.
that. All of
Like
that.
building a bed frame.
All of
Yes,
that.
that's
All of
easy.
that.
You
Not buying the shit.
I
No,
I
not
have
buying
literally
the shit.
I have built the bed frame. Yes.
I took construction 3 years. I'm just saying.
He just want to get, clarity.
I was just asking
Why
a
the fuck
question.
should I go
niggas
build a
said,
bed when I can go? When I can go.
I'm just saying, you can read a manual. You know what I'm saying? You can
absolutely.
follow instructions type
Absolutely.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's niggas out here that don't even, you know how the little strings get broke off of the lights and shit? There's niggas that don't even know how to fix that shit.
Gotcha.
You gotta buy a whole new ceiling fan.
Yeah.
It ain't.
I don't know.
No, ain't none of that over here. Ain't. You've been smacking that locker table.
You have.
You have actually. Yeah. We ain't said shit, but
anyway.
It's my football shoulder, man. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, like when it comes to that, a lot of these alpha females, or like I said, like they popping on social media or whatever, they come against a force that ain't motivated by the shit that everybody else is motivated by. Them 140 likes ain't the same person that's right in front of you right now. You feel me? They over here. Oh, she pretty as fuck. She got some nice eyes. I see her titties out. I see her ass out. She whatever this, that, and the third. That's what they motivated by.
War tactics.
That's them.
But my question is like, what is it that you get motivated by if that's not
The person themselves, not just fucking them.
how?
If I see some, like again,
If
like
you
I
see,
said,
no. Finish what you're saying. If you see what?
if I see potential, if I see somebody I don't sit there and be like, okay, so I'm gonna scroll through Facebook's people you might know, boom, that's my new girlfriend. That's not who I am. The person that I'm going to sit down, all right, so I can see a relationship with you. I done studied you for a good minute, and that's every relationship that I done been in, and that's facts. Months, weeks, whatever, like however you want to know it. It's drawn as long as years sometimes. Where it's like, all right, so this is what you like, this is what makes you laugh, this is blah, 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 blah. And then I approach you. I'm not going to sit there and ask a question that I don't already know the answer to. I'm not going to sit there and suggest my...
Go ahead, because you probably on the same page as me.
Go ahead,
Basically what you're trying to do is, you're trying to make sure that's the package you want. At the end of the day, you're studying that package. You're seeing what it does, what the features are, and things of that
what they appear to be.
Okay.
Yeah, because
you
ain't nobody putting their dirty life.
You ain't asking what I was
only in there. Absolutely.
And then you got the nerve to tell me that shit. Nigga, I should kill you.
Right. Facts.
I be wanting to kill niggas over shit like that.
Right.
You tell me
And
I made you a better man for another bitch. Like, what the
Facts. The way
you taught me how to be a man. I had niggas tell me that I helped build their savings account. I helped build their savings account. I done showed them how to invest in shit that they wanted to invest in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All kind of dumbass shit. I mean, to me, at the time, I'm like, bitch, where the fuck was this energy when I met you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You be wanting somebody to meet you and come to you as a whole person, or somebody who knows what they want, knows what they value, and stuff like that.
That's what I approach every relationship with.
In sometime in that, you know, you meeting them, your interaction with them, your relationship, whatever kind of relationship you have with them, you know, on your end, however you think it is, on their end, however they think it is, you end up making them a better person. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, they come to enlightenment, and they're like, bro, man, if I ain't never fuck with you,
that person,
if I ain't never fuck with you, I would have never got to this point. You know what I'm saying? And to you, it may be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And to them, it'd be like, thank you.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
For
Like,
if they actually care about you, they'll change for you. For you.
That's true.
For
So, like, they may have not been in that relationship, but
yeah.
if they care about the person in the next relationship, that's what they'll change.
Right, yeah. And that's it's exactly how
and that's
always
in the
played
midst
out.
of everything. That's not like after you done left and you done decided, like, I'm not going to be in your life no more. It's like, oh, that's what you mean.
Right. I'll be an asshole for
That's
saying
gonna be like,
this.
you know what? I'm not finna let this nigga leave. I'm gonna make sure he around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you need? What do you need out of me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
if a nigga ain't asking me that, like, what do you need me to do? What do you need from me? You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not asking you no drastic shit, like, you know, I need you to take it an ass. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? If there ain't no drastic shit, you know what I'm saying? It's from, I just had to go.
right.
That's
That's
an
an
example.
example. An example.
Thank you. I just had to go super extreme.
Right. I get where you coming from.
If I'm not asking you to do
not
You're here to
some
celebrate
shit,
my
super crazy
divorce.
Shit. Right.
yeah, I'm
Right.
not asking you to do some shit that's just like
Out
totally
the
against
box.
who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She really don't like gassing up her own car. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I hate going to the gas station.
And
It's not even like like I dislike it. Like, oh, I don't really feel like it. I hate going to the gas station. I hate stopping to get gas.
You hear that?
I hate putting gas in my own car.
I already know
I
what
really
you're doing.
can't even sit here and explain to you the anxiety sometimes I get from having to stop to put gas in my car.
That's why I do
so it's like,
things I do.
If I need my man to go put gas in my car, it shouldn't be no big ass. Ain't
no
nobody.
deal.
Even oil changes. You know what I'm saying? I don't like taking my car to the shop.
Right.
I don't like taking my car to get the tires changed and shit. Like my car needs tires right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't like taking my car to the shop or whatever. So if I tell my man like, look, my car needs new tires, I'll give you the money to go get the shit. I'm not telling you I need you to pay for it.
Right.
I don't want to deal with nobody pressing me about, oh, well, you know you have an oil leak and da-da-da-da-da. Like, nigga, nobody want to hear all that shit. Change my shit. Exactly. Right. They're not going to say the things that other men say to your girl, they're not going to say to you.
Yeah.
They're not going to come to you and say to you. They're not going to try to start an extra conversation with you about it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just certain things as a female that you're never going to experience. You're never going to understand. You're just going to think like, oh, you just don't, why you don't ever stop and put gas in your car? Like, da-da-da-da. I don't want to go to the gas station.
Right.
And somebody's going to see me pumping my gas, and they're going to look at my ass. I ain't got no ass, but I'm just saying. Somebody's going to see me at the gas station. They're going to see me walk. Maybe I want a bottle of water or something that day. Mm-hmm. They're going to see me walking in the gas station. They're going to say something. Exactly. Nobody, females who has a nigga that they love, they're not going to want to go through that shit. Right. And it could be the littlest comment. Mm-hmm. And I remember a guy told me, I was working, and a guy told me, like, he asked me if I needed help, because I'm a route driver. Mm-hmm. So the job that I do is only 3 female drivers, and I'm one of the 3. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is niggas. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they see me come, and they're like, oh, you need help? I can help you load that shit back on your truck or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Right. Oh, well, you seem like you got an attitude. I shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? If I was a nigga, you wouldn't even be talking to me. Right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If I was a whole ass man, you wouldn't even be talking to me unless you had an issue with something. Right. You know what I'm saying? With the service that I'm giving. But and even then, they don't say shit. But they see a female, like today I had to run somebody else's route. My manager called me and asked me if I wanted to work. I was like, sure, extra $150 just for me to come in and work. You know what I'm saying? Then I get paid hourly for how much whatever the fuck you want me to do. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I come in or whatever. Every stop I went to, every nigga was like, oh, I have a question. Oh, your regular driver be here every fucking week. Right. But when I come, you got a question. Right. But when I come, you got a problem. But when I come, you want to help me so much. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm denying the help, no, I'm good. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? No, pretty woman like you doing this. Nigga, like, what the fuck? Like,
right. To them, it's something tangible.
And then when you say something to them, you a bitter black woman. You a bitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm minding my fucking business. I'm trying to do my job and go the fuck home. Like you are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like guys have a different stance on things than females do. So it's like I'm never going to approach a man and be like, oh, you know, I'm feeling you, you know, I seen you, da-da-da-da-da. You gonna think I want to suck your dick. Automatically, you gonna think I want to suck your dick.
Most guys.
Most guys, yeah.
98% of men
that's fair.
Are going to think that I want to suck their dick if I approach them before they say anything to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the world that I've never felt comfortable. Ever. I don't give a fuck if you was the lamest nigga in the club. You know what I'm saying? And you was sitting right next to me, you was like, yeah, get her another drink. You buying me whatever the fuck, da-da-da. If you ain't tell me like, look, bro, I'm feeling your vibe. You ain't said shit like that to me. Right. I'm never gonna say that to you. Right. I'm never gonna be like, here, take my number. You done bought me XYZ amount of drinks. I'm never gonna say that to you, even if I'm thinking that. You know what I'm saying? I will exactly. I will let the night go, get in my car, and be like, well, maybe he wasn't feeling me like that. And you might have been.
Right.
You might have been trying to show that. How the nigga tell me? I don't really directly tell girls that I like them. I just give them hints. I said, well, you ain't the nigga for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I like a man who's gonna come to me.
Folks.
Exactly. I like a man who's gonna come to me and be like, look, I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling your vibe, or I'm feeling whatever it is. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Take my number. You know, if you want, give the female the option to call you. You know what I'm saying? If they want to call you, I done had niggas be like, "Oh, give me your number," and then you give them their number, and then I'm gonna call you right now. They'll call you right in front of you, like, to make sure that you gave them the right number. I'm like, nigga, you like I can't block you.
I mean, that's sloppy masculinity right there. Like,
there's a lot of guys
I'm gonna call
like
you right
that.
in front of you. Like, no, bro, like. I'm not about to ask you for your number unless I'm positive that you legitimately want to give me your number. Like that's how I operate. I'm not about to sit here and be like, I'm gonna walk into the bar, every woman in here, yeah, all y'all on the menu, y'all all a possibility. Like every single no, it ain't, and that's how a lot of dudes.
Nigga like that is on a mission.
A lot of dudes operate like that. There's a whole lot of dudes.
Hey, look, when you sing, when you get that haircut, bro, you feel like you do anything.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry.
This is where the difference is. Like if I'm cut up, I know I'm shit. All my lines intact. I still ain't looking at the whole bar. I'm still surveying things the way I normally would. Now another night, if I ain't super crispy and everything, I might have, all right, you know, I throw some eyes at. But now if I'm
based on what you looking like that night, you can't throw your pitch based on
I mean,
that.
that's how it goes though.
But we ain't gonna push a girl with a fucked up hairline either though.
That's what I'm saying.
Silk done seen
till I go all the way back and
right.
A bitch gonna be feeling you. A bitch gonna be feeling you whether you crispy or you not crispy. How many times have your wife told you like, damn, you sexy? You know what I'm saying?
Anomaly.
With no line up,
Anomaly.
with no haircut, none of that shit. She gonna find you attractive.
You're not gonna find too many.
She gonna find you attractive regardless. Your job is not to
and that's where shit is meant to be.
Exactly. Your job is not to figure out who's attracted to you based off of
when you look
what
at your
you're
best,
exactly. That's not your job.
Right.
I would rather be attracted to me while I'm not looking my best.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's exactly
if
why.
I'm at the motherfucking laundromat with some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing laundry and they're like, oh man, I just stopped to get gas. That bitch over there doing laundry looking good as fuck.
Right.
You know
Then I
what I'm
really
saying?
feel like, oh, I look good.
Got a mushroom cap on.
Well, you come up and approach me while I'm looking janky.
A bonnet.
While I'm looking janky, and you come and say like, look, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you got going on, but here's my number if you want to call me sometime.
But most dudes just gonna talk to regular females just how they are.
No, the fuck
Yeah,
they not. No, they
Shit.
not. No, they are not.
So wait. So you saying a man would rather just shoot a shot at a regular female versus a bad one?
A man gonna shoot a shot.
Anything with a pussy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. If they a walking female hole, they about to try that shit up, bro. Like
He gonna Steph Curry that
I done
shit.
seen the
nigga.
shit,
Like,
bro.
Curry.
yes,
Like,
from the
they
logo.
about to fucking spray, bro.
It depends on the
From the
rank
logo.
of man that you're talking about.
From the
you know what I'm
women's
saying?
perspective,
If you're talking about a bitch that's walking, she done had multiple surgeries. You know what I'm saying? Bitches these days is getting fucked up.
Shit
You know what I'm
done,
saying?
Right.
Multiple. What?
Right.
Botched ain't even a word.
But what niggas gonna do the research
They
to find
getting
it out though?
no, they not. That's what
That's what I'm
you
saying.
don't have time for that. You
They
see the
coming,
bitch right.
Exactly.
Regardless,
You
they
see
coming,
the
bro.
You
Like,
see the bitch right then and there. You not finna look up who is this bitch Google. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna look that
That's
shit up right
fine.
then and there. You gonna
But
see
if
the
the
bitch.
presentation
you gonna
looking
see-
good,
Exactly.
if the product looking nice,
Exactly.
niggas
And
gonna do
the
that. But that's
type
what
of
comes
rank-
with the lusting
And the
though.
type
age,
of
you gotta be
rank,
careful.
the type of
It's true.
rank
You
that
gotta be
man is on, if that man is like, shit, I done about 15 bottles in this bitch, well, I can get whatever bitch I want. they're gonna approach whoever the fuck they feel like approaching.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
And whoever is feeling it, they're gonna bite. Whoever's not, they not. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And there's some guys who's like, man, I just got out of a tough situation or whatever. I'm just out here to try to filter my shit out. You know what I'm saying? And if they see somebody who they feel is attractive and they want to approach that person or whatever, if that bitch is like the baddest bitch in there or whatever that they feel like is the baddest bitch in there, they may not even say shit.
Yeah.
They might see the bitch and like you said, every nigga saying something to her. He may not even say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? He could probably feel her energy from a mile away. Like, man, she seemed like she having a tough night. You know what I'm saying? She's turning all these niggas down. What's going on with her? He could feel that energy from a mile away and not say shit to her. He would be missing out on somebody who's genuine with them and not say that. That should be so crazy to me. Like,
but see, that's
how you not say nothing to somebody? You don't even say nothing. The worst you could be is end up in the same place that you in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no matter the outcome, to a certain degree, nobody wants to not be noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to have some sort of attention to them. You know, it like from the littlest thing. You know, I'm sitting right here, a girl sitting across from me. You know, I could glance at her or whatever and think nothing, but she could be glancing at me for 3 Mississippi counts. And that could be a, right. And that would be considered a choosing signal or whatever. So then, it would be up to me to, approach her, I guess. But, of course, from my perspective, if she was looking at me for that long, why wouldn't she talk to me? Obviously, I must have something that attracts her.
But see,
I must have something that attracts her for her to look at me that long.
As a relationship moment, you know what I'm saying? I just started dating my boyfriend. We've been friends for 8 years before we started dating.
Been there.
Okay.
All right.
8 years before we started dating. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like when I first saw him, I was like, I could see myself fucking him, or I could see myself being his girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was looking at this nigga like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Even though he was an attractive guy, he had on fucking name brand A-list shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about none of that shit. For me, I'm working. I'm looking at shit like, you trying to go the fuck home? You over here stopping me to write your name and your number down on fucking napkin. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck about this shit.
Shoot,
you know what I'm saying?
Lose count now, boy.
Exactly.
10:30 we count down.
What? That's when we was closing late as fuck.
Boy,
he used to tell me that
now they closing at 9 o'clock. But back then they was closing at 11 o'clock.
That's crazy.
On a Saturday night.
That's crazy.
I said, shit, I'm trying to get her, and I had my baby. I'm like, I'm trying to get home to my baby or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit you talking about. You like the way I work. I'm looking at this nigga like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm like, fuck, you stop. You tell me that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But later on down the line, as we start getting to know each other or whatever, it just became a bigger bond. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't really look at the bigger picture. Maybe you may not get that.
Yeah.
You may.
Shit,
you may not get that female at first sight. You know what I'm saying? You may be looking at her like, dang, like I'm attracted to her physically, because that's initially how a conversation will start. Anyways, you're attracted to that person in some kind of way, whether it's how they talk, how they move, what they look like, what they smell like, you know what I'm saying? You're attracted to that person in some type of way, physically first. And then once you get to hearing them speak what they think about things or whatever, then it's like, everybody takes mental notes.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter how hard you try to act like you're not judging somebody about how they think or, how they feel about shit. You're taking mental notes or whatever. So then it's like, okay, cool, they feel this way about it. I connect with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's crazy how psychologically we psych ourselves into thinking that we connect with somebody in a way that we don't.
Ooh.
That happens a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens a lot.
It's like somebody could feel a certain way about something. Like, oh, okay, I feel them on that. But really, it's like, I don't really get that shit, but you know I feel them on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get that shit, but I feel them on it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you really don't connect with them. You're just making yourself feel like you do. You know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy. How you want to be connected to a person.
So
that
therefore
bad.
that is.
Yes, you want to be connected to somebody that bad. Like, what? I remember telling this nigga, like, oh my gosh, I feel for you. This nigga lost his mother.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Don't know what it feel to lose
What?
someone. Like, yeah.
I'm saying the time I feel for him. How? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do I feel for you? My mama's still around. You know, my dad is still around. You know what I'm saying? At the time, both of my known I know my mom's mother, and I know my dad's mother and father. I don't know my mom's father.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, the grandparents that I've known, you know what I'm saying? All of them still around. I ain't lost nobody really close to me like that. In a way, I can feel for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I feel for you because I'm trying to make you feel as though I connect with you in a way that is where you're at in your life.
Right.
And people do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit. I'm sitting here now looking like, what the fuck? Like, I should have told that nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't shit I can do for you. I really should have broke that shit down from jump. But it took him going through what the fuck he was going through to put me through some shit for me to say, I can't go through this with you.
Yeah. Right. Gotcha.
I don't know what you going through, and I can't go through it with you.
Yeah. Right.
You gotta figure it out without me.
Understood.
So,
that shit is tough as hell.
I feel like we got more into relationship shit than we did.
We did.
Lust
Let's
shit.
change to relationship part 3.
I mean, I'm saying it's still,
I'm talking about the whole episode
thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you meeting somebody and you think you connect more with them than you do.
It transforms.
Yeah.
And basically,
in your head, psychologically,
the perspective that came out was more or less that like most of us are looking for something real rather than like, all right, let's see, let's go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's not really a prevalent notion to us. So, but in recap, as far as lust at first sight, yeah, everybody, like, you know, there's something physically or whatever that'll draw you to somebody off the rip, like you experience them in the first, you know, encounter, like, yeah, that's where it is. When
she got big areolas.
I mean,
niggas that like big areolas, that's all I'm saying.
As far as like experiences go, I done came between.
And then the bro be like, bro, I'm like no big ass areola shit. Nigga, I don't do.
As far as experience goes, boy, you'd be surprised, bro. Like I done had everything from train size to big as my head. You'd be surprised about what that thing gonna look like. But like them areolas, when you see them things,
if your areola bigger than this.
God.
It's two of them things.
Anyway,
let this man take us out.
I
didn't even know people carried it.
Hold on, I got some footage.
It's bigger than that, that's nasty.
Your shit bigger than this.
It's a no-go, bro.
Your shit bigger than this, you toxic.
As far as the lust at first sight goes, like,
oh man,
I mean, I feel like we did enough conversation to cover, you know, where some attraction and everything may come from. But as far as lust at first sight goes, in this circle, technically, it's not. We don't react off lust, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. If we're approaching somebody, it's off of something more than I'm just trying to fuck you tonight. You know what I'm saying? But as far as lust goes, everybody's
that's
got
what
that.
I'm
Like you know, like everybody sees somebody and is like, okay, yeah, I can see something with that, yeah. But when it comes to it, as far as if I'm walking in a room and I see a person for the first time, when you go into a bar, there's ass everywhere. Like there's an ass, there's an ass, there's an ass, there's an ass, there's an ass. There's something special about whatever person with that ass that pumps out for you to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
Special about that ass.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That ass got dimples.
That could be quoted. Like, there's something special about that ass.
That ass is real.
You feel me? Like,
that's a
like,
natural ass.
Say it like you said,
she done earned stripes.
T-Mac, that ass got 3 kids. Nonetheless, that ass got 3 kids.
Yo.
Bet, I'm gonna be the 4th baby daddy.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, and that's crazy. I mean, that's basically what we
I think I understand you because I may, of course, lust at first sight. There's something that attracted me.
There's something there.
However,
right.
I personally am not looking for you like everybody.
A physical.
So if I'm attracted to you, I'm looking for something like, okay, what is this going to be?
Right.
I'm not looking to F you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's just that, and that's general facts. Like I said, like that's a relatively rare kind of sort of perspective like these days, but that's just what it is between us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time,
else,
everybody's got that little instant primal, you know, something that catches them and everything like that. I mean, if anybody has feedback on, like, all right, so you saw somebody and this is the first thing you noticed about them, like, there's always, to me, like, I guess the X factor about a person, like, all right, yeah, you got a body, but so does 7 other billion people in this world has a damn body. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them folks be airheads.
Yeah, facts.
Guys too,
Bruh.
like especially it's a lot of guys who they like do bodybuilding and training and shit. They be taking steroids and all this kind of shit, and they be whole airheads.
Yeah.
That's like
Muscle
y'all niggas are dumb as
That's
fuck.
it, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It.
It's a lot of niggas that are athletes. All they play is motherfucking 2K. Like, my nigga, you don't do shit with your time. You just go to practice and you play 2K. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You don't do shit else. You don't do anything. You don't have no Charles Barkley after NBA aspirations type shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't do shit with your life after this hooping shit dead and gone. Because you can't hoop forever. You can't play NFL football forever. You can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Common sense ain't common.
NBL, you can't do that shit forever. So it's like niggas who think that they always. You can be a street legend. You can be a street legend all your life. You can be a street legend all your life. I will say guys who do like the
Sham God, that's one.
What's the shit called where they be doing tricks and shit?
And one.
The and one shit. What is it?
Globetrotter
shit. The and one shit. The Globetrotter shit. That you can do for quite a long time. It's niggas that's been professor and all the hot sauce and all them niggas.
Yeah, those
helicopter. Them niggas been doing that shit for a long ass time because they're not really playing for wins. You know what I mean? Playing for rings. They're playing for entertainment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not trying to progress themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. So they can do the same fucking trick. Oh my god, I want to see a helicopter do this motherfucking trick real quick. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get money doing these little tours, shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can make money off of that shit. Yeah. I have a cousin who's a globetrotter. He been doing that shit for like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, you ain't tired of that shit. I'm like, shit easy. You know what I'm saying?
I said shit, within 8 years, I've seen him in Atlanta, so like.
Exactly. I do the same tricks every city I go to. This shit easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's niggas that's 80 years old doing basketball tricks. You know what I'm saying? Basketball easy. Football is a lot. That's different shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit like
a little bit more physical.
Way more physical. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas that's doing shit for life or whatever. And
there's more to life than what they doing.
It's a lot more to life than what they doing.
I mean, and that carries over more than just sports, bro. That carries over to like, all right, so
and you know, it's a lot of people that are attracted to other people based off of what they do.
Right. Yeah.
Not just what they look like. For a long time, I used to date athletes, and I really didn't. Right.
Yeah. Right.
And I really didn't understand that I was attracted to other athletes. I just thought it was just like, I really don't know. Like I really can't. To this day, it's just a connection thing. You know what I'm saying?
And you do
it's
what I do, so it's more.
Yeah.
Common ground.
You know what I'm saying?
Basketball's
You
a constant.
understand the physicality of what you have to put yourself through, the mentality of everything, whatever it is. Even if it's not the same sport as me, because you know, y'all know I hoop.
Competition.
So it's like, I hoop, but you play baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me personally, baseball is one of the between baseball and golf.
Yeah.
Those are two of the most strategic sports that there are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know where you want to hit the ball. Tennis as well. Where you want to hit the ball, how hard you need to hit it. You know what I'm saying? What degrees, you know what I'm saying? How the wind, you got to base that shit off the wind and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm hooping like, man, nigga, we indoors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no wind, I ain't got no sun, I ain't got none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just make sure my form right. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, you ain't in the way. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need to make sure of. But all that other shit, it's a lot more detail into that shit or whatever. So it's like guys, whoever I felt like were in those type of sports, I felt were smart. I felt were, you know, strategic. I felt when they had a game, meticulous. They had a plan.
They took the game
they
home
had
and
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think about things in that type of aspect. I don't really think about it like, oh, this nigga. If I ever met a nigga and all he wanted to do was like rap and I did as I went on a date one time. We went on like a Waffle House date. It was just like a warm up type shit.
Gotcha.
And this nigga was like, I want to play my mixtape. I'm like,
shit.
I was like, okay.
Damn it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. He was like, and when he said, he was like, you know, just some shit. I just play around with it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing serious. I'm dead ass if you watching this shit.
So that reminded me of a Drake bar. Just like,
damn, if you watching this
she was
shit,
like, who's this? I was like, me. She was like, oh, word, true shit. Then asked if we could listen to Ludacris. Damn.
That nigga played this shit. And I was like, this shit trash. In my head, I'm like, this shit trash. Why is he playing this shit? He kept playing more records. He was like, yeah, this is what I did. Me and my bros, we was just, I want you to hear this. And I'm like,
it's your fault. You ain't stop it.
you are so right. But you know how you don't want to crush a nigga's dream.
Right.
Hey, like,
shit.
all right, nigga, I'm going to listen to your aspirations. He was rapping.
You could have been like, man, I don't listen to
I was about to say, that's the go-to one.
Oh, that sounds nice, but I don't really listen to rap music.
I'm telling you, I was listening to that shit and I'm like,
cause he gonna be like, nah, this one won't change your mind.
you know how niggas tell you, you ain't feeling that shit. They be like, hold on, let me play this one.
This
let
one
me
don't.
play this one.
This is the one.
That one ain't even mixed and mastered yet. Let me
Everything is just playing around until you fuck with it. You're like, hey, that shit right? Like,
and then they play
it. Don't hype it up, Alex. Don't please.
But
they look at you, and then if you sit there like, they be like, hold on, I got one more.
I got one more. This one, I was going through some shit on this one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But if you hype it up, then you going. Right.
What? My auntie just got a surgery. My auntie just got a surgery, you know what I'm saying? I had literally left from here to the yo. You know,
this is my third baby on this
I
one.
left from here to the yo. You know what I'm saying? I was at the yo, you know what I'm saying? We recorded this shit in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? They always try to put the time frame on shit like.
That'd be the most trashiest one though.
I mean, like I said, it's all just playing around until you actually react to it. Then it's a bang.
I still don't like it. Here, I want you to hear this shit. Man. Play,
you know what?
play this shit.
I was going through some shit on this one.
Yeah, nigga, you can turn all this shit off. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
said, I feel like
to go play.
Exactly.
we got a little bit more depth to you than just.
I'm gonna pay for it. When a nigga tell you he gonna pay for some shit after playing you some trash ass music, he feels guilty.
You're like,
you
done.
Yeah, I mean, that's like having trash.
That's a bar right there. Yeah.
Can I get you a gift? Let me go get this towel real quick.
If a nigga asking you to make you a sandwich,
Right.
That's a bar.
Let me go get this towel out of that short game real quick.
You want some wings? You not hungry?
That's all right. I'm thirsty.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
like I said, I feel like
I already had it ordered before you said you wanted it. It's on the way.
Stupid.
branched off a
It's
little
on the
bit.
way. It's on the way.
More into
definitely-
being with the person
I
and
knew you
actually
liked
like
that.
physically being attracted to the person. Like, I mean, I feel like the opening statements, like we had eyes, we had personality, we had, you know, all that stuff.
Lips.
Lips is definitely a thing.
That's
You looking at lips?
Like,
Yeah, we just stuck.
I can't look at a nigga lips.
I mean, if we get together, I mean.
That's different. If it's just me and you setting, then it's cool. I'm gonna look at your lips, but just upon like, I don't really look at lips. I don't really look at eyes.
It depends. I guess it's the smile first. And
I
look
do.
at the mouth.
It's more like a vibe type of thing
He got
for
an
me.
awesome smile.
It's like if I can vibe with you, I feel like if I can talk to you, then we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Well, ultimately, yeah,
Right.
it's that.
Cause it's a lot of niggas. I be thinking they're super attractive, and then when I talk to them, I'm like, nigga, you're dumb as fuck.
Right. There ain't shit going on in there.
Dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
I told these other niggas I wasn't gonna link with them for you.
Damn.
Why I be mad as fuck? I be like, nigga, what the fuck? You don't waste my goddamn time. You don't give a fuck about shit but cigarillos.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it be like that
Yeah,
sometimes.
look at that.
2020, bro. Ain't too much
Cigarillos, my
ambition
nigga?
out there.
Then they be telling you about how like dumb ass shit. Like I don't know. I met a guy one time and he was young guy at the gym. He told me, he asked me what kind of car I drove. I'm like, I drive a Kia Sportage. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I drive a Mustang. I was like,
Okay.
bitch, okay, like fuck, I know fuck about you driving a Mustang. Like, yeah, I drive a Mustang. I drive a 2016 Mustang. This was like 2017. I drive it. Whoa, what? Like you over here trying to stunt?
Right.
I drive a 2016 Mustang.
That's a huge turn off.
And you white? Nigga, I should beat your ass.
Wow. Oh, man.
I should beat your ass. Like I'm really on
man.
some duck if you buck type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like you trying me on some slave shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I drive a Kia Sport. I drive a 13 Kia Sport. You over here talking about you drive a 16 Mustang.
Yeah.
And I feel like you trying me on some whole slave shit. You know what I'm saying? You finna fight, my nigga. Dead ass. And you can't hoop.
Damn.
I mean,
You
alright,
really
so-
trying for the
I'm
choice.
finna beat your
I mean,
ass.
as far as automobiles go, hell, can you keep it running by yourself?
Yeah.
But you know, it's a
that's
lot
what
of
it come
guys
down
who
to.
throw out what they have
Mhm.
to try to reel a
get
female
the-
in.
And I'm, nah,
I've had
like,
guys tell me that I sold two of my houses. Oh, that means you have other houses. To me, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to tell me they got other houses.
You
I
done
had
sold two houses.
I sold two of my houses, and I was on, and then they'll try to throw in some trap shit. Oh, I was trapping or whatever. I was in the streets, and I had this and that, and I got. But then I changed my life. I had to change my life over and all this. Nigga, you ain't about that life. Cause niggas who be in the streets don't leave. Niggas who be in the streets
Like-
don't leave. They don't just be like,
And it's on them.
Oh,
You can see it on them as
turned
soon as
into
they fucking
on
walk
some
by.
power shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, nigga, you're always gonna be street nigga. Even as much as that nigga tried to leave and I wanna have a legit club and I wanna do this and that. And it was still offing niggas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you telling niggas my name?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga still put his gloves on and went off niggas and put his suit back on and went back to the party.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
For people that haven't watched it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Y'all done seen that shit.
Y'all see
But I'm just saying,
Y'all had
if you're
time.
in that shit, you're in that shit.
Y'all
Niggas
had
to be trying to act like they're real street niggas, you're not real street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're real street niggas, you can't leave.
Right.
You're gonna die.
on
You're
you.
gonna
It's a
get
part of you.
exactly. You're gonna get off out of that shit. It's not gonna be I'm just gonna leave when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have enough money. And I did what I need to do, and I lived that life, and I'm gonna move
It's
on.
a very rarity. Like,
Exactly.
That's like
You're
athletes
real
from
street
high
nigga.
school and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lived that life. All right, then, okay.
Alright.
You lived that life, and, you know,
Past tense.
for a moment, it might have been a part of your story. It ain't your
Yeah.
story, but, like, you know, when it comes to, like, a ingrained person like that, you can see what the person's about. whether or not, you know, they might be trying to portray it, or whether or not, you know, it's just you can see that shit. Like if you walk up on somebody, he done some shit.
Just like that whole shit. You can tell. Listen, you can tell a hoe.
Oh God.
You can tell a hoe from how she acting. That bitch always posting shit. She always telling you some shit about her ex. She always tell. Hoes have tendencies, you know what I'm saying?
Whole tendencies.
Whole tendencies.
Go.
Hoes have, this is for niggas too.
Yeah.
Hoes have whole tendencies. They always complaining about the past. And they always sitting here going back to, oh, well, you know, I didn't have this and this and that. Always trying to bring up shit of why they didn't, to compensate of why they're acting how they're acting.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, bitch,
Yep.
if that's still how you leave me to, you know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, leave me the fuck alone. That's how you feel. No, you just need to leave that bitch. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna leave you. You're the energy that they need. You know what I'm saying? People be forgetting that when you have positive energy, when you have uplifting energy, when you have
coming to get
exactly,
every time.
and they need it.
Yeah.
They're gonna find whatever person who it is who gonna give it to them.
Yep.
They're gonna be like, bro, man, this
oh, you ain't giving it to me now? All right, so that person.
now I can, now I'm gonna leave.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't want to give me that energy. Now I'm gonna leave. Now you want to be. You got this. Then they try to do the guilt trip. You treat me like everybody else treats me.
Right. Like they gonna be a whole shit ass person, and then all of a sudden it's your fault for reacting the way you should react to somebody being a shit ass person.
Like, bitch, you was probably in that nigga Tigers. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you was
done
doing?
laid the whole trap for your ass, and now all of a sudden it's your fault because you acting the way you should be because of the shit that they do. Like,
it's a pattern with your ass. You are the link.
But that's, I mean,
You
like
are
I
the common
said,
denominator.
I feel like we might have strayed a bit from lust at first sight. You know,
all I'm saying is,
Comparing.
We're not applying that we
ain't nothing.
well, except that one.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
You know what I'm saying? If that has anything to do with straying away.
It's juice.
She comparing.
We just talking about facts.
It's juice, guys.
I mean, it's straight facts. That's what it is. I mean,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I don't
This
think
your
anything we said was not.
Drink this. Don't babysit my nigga.
Ooh.
I think, as far as like my lust traits goes,
It's not that much love.
I love
Not that much love.
love tall women.
Pause,
I
what?
mean,
Yeah,
What you say?
like
You love
I said,
tall
I
women?
love lust tall women. Like
Tall women?
tree.
yeah, tall women.
Like, what's
Not
tall?
like-
What's tall for you? 6'3"?
Not WNBA style.
6'3" plus?
Nah, maybe like at most.
Like short women.
Maybe like at most. 5'10".
5'10"?
Like 5'10".
You like 5'10" bitches? Hell
That's my
no!
That's where I'm at.
Okay, you standing over the school first and foremost.
There's 5'10" bitches up here like, yeah,
That's fine.
I mean, that's
fine. I mean, I've been short all my life, so it don't matter to me. I've been short all my life, so it
Do
don't
y'all
matter.
ever notice that? Them tall bitches' voices be deep as fuck. Like,
No, they don't.
Not
No,
all of them. Not all of them.
No, they don't.
Not all of them.
I had a 6'2", I had a 6'2" girlfriend. She was like, that was a straight
Yeah,
female.
no.
Like,
There was a
They do
front.
not. Okay.
It was a front. That bitch's voice is deep as fuck.
Oh, she
Okay.
play ball with a lot of tall shit.
The bitch got laryngitis then,
She was
but
trying
no.
to
They ain't most females.
not all of them. Not all of them.
She was trying to sound like Wonder Man.
Like you be getting on me when I
No.
lose it.
She was trying to sound like Wonder Man, and that wasn't her
Not at
real
all.
voice.
No.
When, just pay attention to it. When a bitch is on her period, that's what she really sound like.
Oh.
If she hit you with
nigga.
Well, then short females sound like that too.
Slick
Then.
facts,
Oh,
but like, I mean, but, yeah.
My wife don't sound like
I'm
no
not
damn
saying
man.
your wife. I'm saying most short women sound
I'm
like that
just
too.
telling you, whatever she sound like on her period, on that time of the month,
When she don't give a fuck.
when she don't give a fuck about nothing,
Fine.
that's what she really sound like. All them other weeks, she playing with you.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, Toronto, love your bowling. Then when she on her period, nigga go my chocolate chip cookies.
The whole time. Pull up without some dessert.
This clean ass nigga, go get my chocolate.
What I did though.
How about your motherfucking little dead head all put it
if you ain't talking about that shit on period, boy, and that nigga's talking to you like a grown ass man, she's a nigga.
Anyway,
She's a hoe.
time out. We not gonna imply that that's what I'm into, because that ain't what I'm into.
So
She's a hoe.
We not gonna do that.
We got
She's
you.
a hoe Sierra.
Let's just clear that shit out.
Sierra, baby.
No, don't you bring.
Hermaphrodite.
No.
Oh.
Don't delete that footage. Cause that ain't delete. That ain't what's going on. No. No.
She's a whole Sierra in these streets.
Yeah, nah. They ain't, I don't date Sierras. No.
And see, you know what I'm saying though, right? Y'all remember that rumor came out?
I understand what you're saying.
That shit came out when I was in
understand what
high
you're saying.
school, and I was like, bro, you know what Sierra gonna do?
I understand what I'm saying. I do my homework too, though. That's all I'm saying. Right. I don't want motherfuckers on YouTube implying that I like dating he-she's. Because they ain't what I do.
Right.
But you
This has been a good long segment of the corner. This is episode 14.
14 of them things.
Episode 14. Entitled Lust at First Sight.
I don't even know.
This has been a wild ride. I thank you for everyone that took their hard-earned time out to be here tonight.
We appreciate
I appreciate every single one of y'all. To end out, I'm K1. This is
Mac.
Kel.
So,
Nikki.
Anthony.
What the fuck? You didn't defend my honor.
No, you make
Bro, you might as well.
We out, bro.
We out of this thing, man.
We out.
Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great night. We hope you enjoy the show. We thank you for our guest stars coming in tonight. We very much appreciate both of
You
y'all.
should have been on one knee saying that shit.
Me?
No, that's the one.
Oh, you know what? Hey, this is
What? I ain't trying to propose to this nigga.
One love. Peace.
Watch your sex. Assalamu alaikum.
Defend my honor.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you saved it.
I put it in the
Nah.
Maybe.
Cause now niggas gonna think that I like hermaphrodite.
I got where you was coming from. Like I said, I ain't got no preference. Most of my girlfriends been my height or taller. So
Why you gotta feel some way about it? I like 5'10" females.
Ain't nobody feeling like way about it, bro. I'm fine with it. I understand it. I'm fine with it, bro. Let's just close out.
Alright, man, close this shit out.
Damn. So
I didn't hit you. I didn't hit you up about it.
I ain't saying you did specifically.
You feel what you feel.
Y'all niggas was like, oh, if she got a deep voice, if she on a period, then that ain't a female. So man. But short females sound like that too.
Don't point at me.
That's the one.
I am gonna point at you
That's
though.
what it is.
I am gonna point at you
nothing
because you
to
did
you,
start
dog.
the shit.
I said
I won't
nothing
say
to you,
that.
dog. I said nothing to you. Alright, let's end this out.
But you ain't defend my honor either, nigga.
Nigga.
You ain't defend my
How
honor
did I
either.
not, my man?
Nigga, you was silent as fuck,
Nigga, I said let's end
You was
it.
silent as shit.
I said let's end it.
You was
I
silent.
said let's end it.
Nigga, you was silent.
I said let's end it.
This ain't no library, nigga.
Nigga.
You was silent, nigga.
I'm not having silver
You
for
gonna let me
nigga.
get
Shut
shot
up,
up,
video
nigga.
motherfucker honor, nigga. You my
gonna-
boy.
You was gonna let me get shot up, huh? Nigga, I was gonna take all these bullets, huh, nigga?
because biologically I'll still have to find a way to insert my penis into.
She got a vagina and she got kids. You see, she got 3 kids. Ain't no
biological. If she was already
she got
a male,
3 kids.
If she was already a male,
she got 3 kids.
And they chopped off the penis.
My nigga,
how am I going to impregnate?
My nigga hit it though.
Right.
She has
this shit right here.
This
shit right
here. If she didn't already have uterus right then and there from
my
birth.
nigga hitting it though.
Well, if she had a uterus,
if she didn't have it,
she has to have both. She has.
How do you have it or you don't?
Yo, this is the episode of the corner. We ain't talking about no dick.
Either you have it or you
don't.
If they ain't got the zygote in their bodies already, how am I supposed to do that?
We done. Hey, look.
No,
we done. Y'all can talk about the dick thing off camera. We done. We done. Corner episode.
It's been recorded 14.
Either you had it.
So we're gonna talk about these both reproductive systems off camera. Can we talk about them off camera?
If she's been real, this is what it is.
Drink this.
How are you gonna surgically implant testicles in a transgender female? That's what I'm saying scientifically. That's what I'm saying scientifically. It don't make sense.
It was ice water at that point.
I'm going to pee.
All I'm saying is, I find females that just happen to be taller than me attractive. That's all.
So, all I'm saying is, if you're born a hermaphrodite, then you have both sets of reproductive systems. It's not like.
What percentage is that? Like,
Clearly,
what percentage is that?
I don't know, but Sierra got up in that bitch. She said.
Do you know that for a fact? But do you know that for a fact, though?
All I'm saying is, word got out.
But do you know that for a fact,
Word
though?
got out. Then word didn't get out by anybody else.
I mean, that's Sierra's business. You know, I wouldn't tripping off Sierra's.
Word didn't get out by anybody else.
I'm just saying, the 5'10" females.
Did y'all hear about anybody else? Did you?
About what?
Did you?
About what?
About anybody else being a hermaphrodite, celebrity-wise?
Okay.
Did you? No.
Yes,
Did you?
No, I haven't.
Okay then, that bitch went and she had a dick in her
no.
vagina.
I'm sorry, matter of fact, hold on. They talk about Wendy Williams all the time.
Well,
and that motherfucker 6'1".
That's the story. Wendy Williams like.
She's a nigger.
And that motherfucker 6'2".
She gave me the ER.
Wow, the ER.
They tough on that shit, huh? She said she nigger.
I'm just saying.
She's a whole dude.
But see, that's why I said 5'10". I'm 5'7". That ain't only but 3 inches.
No.
That's all.
3 inches though.
That's all. What?
Noticeable 3 inches.
Bigger sounding 5'10".
But I don't.
That shit noticeable. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't be able to notice the shit. I'm just saying, like, there's 5'10" females out there that's actual females that I find attractive.
Yo, let's close this out for this battery guy again, man.
Okay, yeah.
Let's close this out.
The corner.
Waiting on
episode
Ants
14.
to finish us off with this one. This was a good segment, probably like 2 hours long, but it was a good ass segment.
I just had to put that shit.
Hey, Ant, let's go ahead and close out, man. Jesus, I got to delete all this footage.
Right.
It was one. Okay, no.
I've never had it.
Oh yeah, the juices.
The ones we put up.
It was
talking about vegetarian.
Yeah,
it was good. It was like a
It was good.
It's like horchata.
Yeah.
I heard it was good to put in like smoothies and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely protein.
Yeah.
That's probably you wasn't fucking with it. You was like, nah. No.
She said, no, I don't like
No.
this. The non-drinker want to sip, huh? Woo! All right.
Oh, man. No, you good where you were, sir? I mean, yeah, but still, you were good where you. Yeah, I had to move it when it was right here.
Do I need to move?
No, you good. Yeah, just
once he tries.
like, once I get over there, just hop down. I'll hop in that little circle. We good to go.
You need a refill on that?
We are. Oh, she. Oh,
damn.
God, bless. Oh, do you want some more? I'm so. You don't get it. We don't have this on set a lot. This is new to us.
What?
We don't drink.
You better can drink.
Wow.
You don't drink though.
You know.
What's the problem though? What's the problem?
Nothing. I just
no discrimination.
It's
We
not
just,
no discrimination at all.
To the point where y'all gotta be that shook that'll be still drinking.
It's new to us.
Yes.
You gotta think it's 4 of us most of the time. We don't have.
I want another beer.
All
Max.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Would you like a beer?
Would you like
Yes.
more? Or are you good?
Oh no, that's
Oh.
No, she
God
wanted
bless
that.
you. All right. She said, go ahead and give us
Go ahead, you know, if you would.
Man, you know. That was good enough for you? She said, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, so you just go. Okay.
I didn't know you drunk.
You cool? No, it's straight. No,
We're gonna do this tonight.
I pour my
We only
own.
got 2 females on the set, bro.
Okay, what's that supposed to mean?
He basically said you a female. Now we got 3.
Okay,
Excuse me.
guys always
Excuse me, sir.
that's
They still don't mind like wait, please.
This shit is good.
Alright, so here you go.
If that don't work tomorrow, so yeah.
Good, it's good.
been.
So we bucking tonight. You know what? Let me go ahead and talk myself off since we bucking tonight. This is what we doing.
There we go.
I hope I didn't
What?
What I do? You said what?
I hope I didn't start it.
Nah, we do this
Nah,
shit.
you good.
We do this shit on
No
the show.
shit on the set.
Yeah.
So,
The
the break room shit.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Concept. Yeah, throw them
So y'all ready?
Hell yeah.
Cool. All
Cause I
right.
seen that red.
Make
I
sure
was
I
like,
ain't
oh,
blocking nobody.
shit. Am I in frame?
Yeah, you still in frame.
Okay, cool.
Just make sure I ain't blocking nobody.
Alright.
Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Bonsoir. It's your boy K1. We are here.
That's a word. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. It's a French word.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Good
Wait,
evening.
he
We gonna hit
said
y'all
good though. I know they don't say it like that in
It
French.
means good evening.
Hey,
Bonsoir.
Gang, bonsoir,
Bonsoir. So we French and Japanese now, basically.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know, we
Konnichiwa,
took French.
bitches.
3 years.
We
baby.
took French,
3
exactly.
years.
All the way to 2.
Yeah.
All the way to 2.
All the way to, yep.
Nah, I took French 3. What you talking about?
That's
They ain't
exciting.
got 3.
Yes,
I
they
took
did.
that.
I had a
They had
demonstrated years.
I didn't take it, but they had to.
Nope.
So I did 2 years of high school, and then I did the one in middle school with Mr. Cockabala.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
I would've took
Got to
3.
make them crepes.
Yeah, the crepes.
Yeah,
I
Man.
love him.
But-
His name is legendary.
Nigga had the
He used to ride